thanks for staying on DD India on this continuous and grand coverage of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. Cricket heavyweights India and Australia are all set to collide with each other at the iconic Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. I am Deepika Mehto and joining me is my colleague Narayan Singh to bring you a 360 coverage of this spectacular event.
Brace yourself for what can only be coined as the dream final, the El Clasico of cricket, the ultimate mother of all battles, or an epic clash that resonates through the echelons of sport.
Well, India are pursuing a third World Cup title, while Australia can claim a record extending sixth crown.
And India won the World Cup in 1983 and 2011 editions, while Australia were victorious in 1987, 1999, 2003, 2007 and 2015 editions.
So without any further ado, let the anticipation surge as we unravel the tapestry of this monumental encounter. The stage is set and the drama is about to unfold. Welcome to a cricketing spectacle like no other. First, let's begin with the top headlines of the hour. Cricket fever grips the country as unbeaten India to take on five-time ODI World Cup champion Australia in grand finale. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend the World Cup final. Major attractions lined up for the mega clash.
India sends second humanitarian aid to Palestine. Indian Air Force C-17 aircraft carrying 32 tons of aid departs for Al Arish Airport in Egypt.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu defends military actions in Gaza, says Israel abides by the laws of war.
Thousands of protests in Spain's Madrid against proposed Catalan amnesty law. So it's the day cricket fans have been waiting for. Today, India will take on Australia to claim their third ODI World Cup trophy, whereas Aussies will eye their sixth. So far, it's been a dream run for Rohit Sharma's man in blue, still unbeaten in the tournament with 10 wins in 10 matches. The road to the final has been nothing short of spectacular.
After a thrilling journey of 45 matches, the cricketing world is gearing up for the ultimate showdown at Ahmedabad's iconic Narendra Modi Stadium. It's a clash of titans as India and Australia, two cricketing powerhouses, go head-to-head in the grand finale on Sunday. India, the favourites, have an impeccable run, storming into the final with 10 consecutive victories. Captain Rohit Sharma's unbridled aggression and Virat Kohli's stellar performance as the leading run scorer have set the stage for a pulsating encounter. The semi-final victory against New Zealand has silenced doubts about India's knockout prowess, and the team is ready to write a new chapter in their historic rivalry.
We do understand the importance of what Australia can do. They are a very complete side, and for us, again, what is important is to focus on what we want to do as a team.
India's bowling arsenal, led by Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Shami, has been a force to reckon with. The spin duo of Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja have spun their way to success. The expectations in the cricket-crazy nation are soaring, fueled by the fact that the last 3 World Cups were won by the host nation.
It's not been easy. Containing batsmen, restricting the opposition is not an easy job, but our seamers and the spinners did that perfectly.
Australia, despite a rocky start, have found their rhythm. The potent leg spinner Adam Zampa, backed by a formidable pace attack, poses a serious threat. Glenn Maxwell's explosive batting, showcased by his double century and lightning-fast century, can single-handedly turn the tide. Australia, with Captain Pat Cummins at the helm, is determined to crash the Indian party.
The crowd's obviously going to be very one-sided, but it's also, in sport, there's nothing more satisfying than hearing a big crowd go silent, and that's the aim for us tomorrow.
The stage is set, the players are primed, and the world awaits the crowning of the new cricketing champion.
Join us as we break down the key players, analyze the strategies and build the excitement for the grand finale. So buckle up as the cricket carnival is reaching its crescendo. With my colleague Mukesh Shukla, Jai Shankar and Rajesh Ricky, this is Tapush Bhattacharya providing in-depth analysis from the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad.
Well, the stage is all set and the stakes are really high. India versus Australia in the 2023 ICC Cricket Men's World Cup finale in Ahmedabad promises to be an epic clash on the biggest cricketing canvas. Now let's take a look at 5 key player matchups that could really shape up the destiny of today's World Cup finale.
Get ready for the cricket showdown of the year as India and Australia lock horns in the 2023 ICC Men's Cricket World Cup final in Ahmedabad. The stage is set and key individual battles are poised to shape the destiny of the coveted trophy. First up, Josh Hazlewood versus Virat Kohli. With Kohli's scintillating form and Hazlewood's knack for dismissing him, this face-off could determine India's middle order strength. Next, the power play duel. Rohit Sharma takes on Mitchell Starc. Sharma's early impact in the first 10 overs has been a game changer for India. But can Starc halt his onslaught and give Australia an edge? In the spin challenge, it's Glenn Maxwell versus Kuldeep Yadav. Maxwell's aggressive style meets Yadav's spin mastery, adding an unpredictable twist to the encounter. Will Maxwell conquer or fall victim to the turn? The battle of the mind unfolds with Steve Smith facing Ravindra Jadeja. Jadeja has had Smith's number in recent encounters, but Smith's impressive ODI record against Jadeja adds a layer of intrigue. Who will emerge victorious in this strategic clash? And finally, the fiery pace duel. Mohammad Shami targets David Warner. Shami's exceptional record against left-hander poses a threat, but Warner's resilience against right-arm pacer could be a game changer. Will Shami continue his left-hander dominance? We'll wait and see. As the anticipation builds, each matchup becomes a mini-drama within the grand narrative of the World Cup final. Who will seize the moment? Who will crumble under pressure? It's cricket at its finest. But don't miss a moment of the action. With camera person Jai Shankar, this is Tapush Bhattacharya signing off from the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad for DD India.
So great matchups are here ahead of this World Cup. Our correspondent Tapush Bhattacharya told that, and now we will go live to Kolkata where our correspondent Anibroto is there to give the perspective and what kind of atmosphere is there in the city of Kolkata. Anibroto, warm welcome, and as you are in Kolkata, you know that is the city where a lot of sports lovers are there. So what kind of atmosphere is there right now, and how much the enthusiasm is among the fans regarding this coveted World Cup?
Yeah, you know, the enthusiasm is in the air. You know, the people are absolutely charged up here in Kolkata. This is a cricket-phobic Kolkata, although the final or epic match is being held in Ahmedabad, the biggest city of the world, biggest stadium of the world. Yet Kolkata is absolutely charged up. They are spending sleepless night to witness this momentous game. Two Goliaths of the world cricket, India and Australia, are facing each other. Only a few moments away, they will face each other in the final tap. So we have, you know, cricket fans here. We have the one coach of the local cricket club. So we'll go to him and get his reactions. And what do you say of today's match? Because India team is being told as the team of the century.
Yes, this is the most very good team and very good combination is there. All the players in good shape and all team has a good unit. We hope we will the champion today, and all the spectators will be the enjoyable Deepavali, the past Deepavali and the present today the champions Deepavali.
Oh, as you see that the Calcuttans are willing to celebrate once more Deepavali with the win of India, and but we have, you know, the best batters, best bowlers this time. So what's your expectation? How do you see the India's performance this time, and what they can do to this match?
Actually, the Indian team is phenomenal this year.
Yeah.
In all the departments, batting, bowling and fielding. Indian, as we know that in the last game, Mohammad Shami took 7 wickets.
Yes.
And Virat Kohli make a phenomenal century, and we hoping the best that they will win this match also, and looking best that they will win this match and they will beat Australia.
Do you believe that toss can be decisive in this game?
Yeah, I think so because if India bats first, then there's a greater chance that India could score a high target like 350 and above. And I know that India could score a high target because as we saw that India's opening partnership like Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill, they are really brilliant. Like Rohit Sharma give a fiery start to the Indian batting order.
Yeah.
So due to that,
so your expectation goes that India bat fast, isn't it?
I want to.
Yeah. So people
fans
are hoping
are
that India
expecting
bat
that
fast and
India will bat first.
they will decide,
These young kids gave a great opinion about the match and they said how the Indian team is fully balanced. And we will again come back to you. Again, we are moving to the next story here. Anticipation fills the atmosphere as throngs of Indian fans gather to rally behind Indian team in the ICC Cricket World Cup final showdown against Australia. DD India correspondent Tapas Bhattacharya gets us the thrill straight from the outside of the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad.
The stage is set for the final and it's the ICC Cricket World Cup final between India and Australia and the fans are going absolutely bonkers. So, what is your prediction for the match?
We'll avenge 2003 defeat against Australia.
And what about you?
2011 was about Sachin Tendulkar and it's about Rahul.
We're at Cowley.
Won a World Cup as a player, as a coach.
Oh, right. Rahul Dravid is expected to win as a coach. What about you?
Yes, Rahul Dravid, when he was a player, he was not in World Cup. That time, he was the coach of Indian cricket team. All hope and all good wishes to the Indian team and Rahul Dravid to celebrate the great festival of India.
Right. Everybody is absolutely clear. What about you, sir? You're looking forward to the match?
Yes, I'm looking for the match. I know that Rohit Sharma is gonna score 100 for sure, and India is gonna score 400. We are gonna win, and remember, like everyone, this is the epic. India will win. Come on, India!
So you saw the exciting scenes from Ahmedabad, and joining us on this mega coverage is Ani Barsan from Chennai. Ani Barsan, thank you so much for joining us here on this special broadcast. Now, Chennai is the place where India and Australia first faced off each other at the beginning of this ODI Cricket World Cup. How are the fans reacting to this? This is going to be a mega event, and India looks much stronger and promising now towards the end of this tournament.
Yeah, actually, India and Australia faced the first league match and India won by 7 wickets. So the fans are very much enthusiastic here. And also, after 20 years, India and Australia is facing World Cup final from the 2003 match. So the fans are very much enthusiastic. And we will ask what they are feeling about in this match.
Time has given us 20 years to take back our revenge. What Australia did to India, now it's India's time to go back to Australia. That time, the captain of Australia was Ricky Ponting, and our captain is Rahul. So definitely, the World Cup is ours, and surely we're going to give back, and the cup is ours. Bharat, Bharat, right? Bharat.
We wishing Team Bharat all the very best, all the way from Chennai to Ahmedabad. Bharat, Bharat.
And now we will be talking with our young fan. What about your opinion on the match?
I think India is going to win. Like, we can't take Australia lightly. They're a great team. But most probably India is going to win very easily. We will try to score about 400 runs. But it is a really big achievement. It's really hard to score above 400. Anyways, we'll try to win.
What about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma? And, did they get another century? No.
Both of them are going to score a century, from my opinion.
I think Shreyas Iyer also will share a lot of things. Shreyas also is doing good, and I think he will also score a good runs amount.
And Shami is going to take another 7-wicket haul.
You want to speak?
Virat will do century and be 500.
51st century.
beat 55.
So here Chennai, the fans are very much enthusiastic to see the final match.
So the fans are very enthusiastic. They are hoping that India will score big. Anibrata, we are coming to you. The way you said that the young kids, the budding cricketers are saying that India is a very balanced team, and the way they have played so far in the tournament, in all departments they are balanced. So what do you think, if you will talk to fans, what are they saying about the Australian team? They are also know how to raise their game in the crucial situation, and also they know they have the experience of playing the World Cup. So what's their opinion on Australian team?
Yeah, exactly. You know, Australia is indeed a very balanced team, and Australia is claiming that they know India inside out. So this is a very decisive match, and both the contenders are equally strong. So this epic match will certainly witness a momentous moment. What we believe is that. So how do you assess Australia's performance this time? Although Australia was defeated in the first match against India, but this time thereafter they recovered a lot. So how do you see this Australia?
Actually, the whole Australia team is in a great form from the last few matches. Maxwell hit a phenomenal 200 runs, where we never expected that they will win that match. And then the Zampa is the second highest wicket taker in this tournament right now with the 22 wickets. And David Warner is also playing very good cricket. And the both team is very good, very balanced team. And I believe that Indian team is phenomenal this year also. I hope that India will win this match.
So what you are saying, that the batting first can make difference, you know.
Today's super grand finale between India and Australia, and
because,
how they are
India bats
preparing
first,
to face
they set a
each
high
other.
target, and we have brilliant bowling setup, like there is Bumrah and Mohammad Shami. I know that Mohammad Shami, you know, he's a experienced bowler because he already played for Gujarat Titans in the home ground. So I hope that he'll take a lot of wickets, and Australia will surely have a pressure, because chasing a high target in the final is not easy. So I think that India will win if they score more than 350.
Sir, this India team is being called as the team of the century. We have the best batters, we have the best bowlers, and the team is balanced. India is, this balance we didn't find, earlier teams, So
the balance is there for the department, all the departments, the batting department, bowling department, and fielding. The whole department are doing their own work, and the beautiful work, and the staff, the coaches, the bowling coaches and the batting coaches and the Rahul Dravid is a phenomenal thing to do. The full team as a department and as a unit. This is the main key point of the Indian team to the most.
All right, Anibrata, we heard that how the teams and how the fans are assessing both the teams today and what are their key takeaways. But before we move ahead and get you excitement from another location, let's bring you this story. Well, India will face Australia in the finals of the ICC Cricket World Cup, as we all know. So let's now take a look at India's journey so far into the World Cup grand finale.
Armed with a formidable batting unit and a strong bowling attack, India have stormed into the first World Cup final in 12 years after winning 10 games on the trot. The latest being a 70-run win over New Zealand in a thriller at the Wankhede Stadium. Here is a look at India's unbeaten journey into the World Cup final. Match 1, October 8, 2023, India versus Australia. India won by 6 wickets with 52 balls remaining. Match 2, October 11, 2023, India versus Afghanistan. India won by 8 wickets with 90 balls remaining. Match 3, October 14, 2023, India versus Pakistan. India won by 7 wickets with 117 balls remaining. Match 4, October 19, 2023, India versus Bangladesh. India won by 7 wickets with 51 balls remaining. Match 5, October 2023, India versus New Zealand. India won by 4 wickets with 12 balls remaining. Match 6, October 29, 2023, India versus England. India won by 100 runs. Match 7, November 2, 2023, India versus Sri Lanka. India won by 302 runs. Match 8, November 5, 2023, India versus South Africa. India won by 243 runs. Match 9, November 12, 2023. India versus Netherlands. India won by 160 runs. Match 10, November 15, 2023. Semi-final, India versus New Zealand. India won by 70 runs in Mumbai. Sports Desk, DD India.
Now, talking about this unbeaten run, this also takes us to the 7-wicket haul of Mohammad Shami. Going back to Aniprathu, we all know that Mohammad Shami and Kolkata, both of them share a common connection. How the fans are cheering for Mohammad Shami today from Kolkata.
Yeah, Mohammad Shami is being, seen in a different shape and size this time because he emerged something different. He is making difference in every game. So Calcutta are equally enthusiastic of the performance of Shami. So, sir, what do you say of Shami's performance this time? Because we didn't Shami in this form and format earlier.
Shami is a great form. Is a lifetime form, I think so. Is the most dangerous bowler nowadays. For India, he is a great swinger and he get a great swing bowling, and he is a match winner for us today.
So he has bonding with Kolkata, used to stay here. So we have certainly, one edge to Shami. How do you assess of Shami's role?
As we know that Shami played domestic cricket for Bengal, and we are very proud that Shami is performing this well in this World Cup. And I truly believe that if Shami perform well today, India will surely win this match.
Do you believe bringing Shami, because earlier we didn't see him, in this World Cup, bringing him has made this certain difference in this?
Yeah, definitely, because I have seen the previous 4 matches where Shami was not there. So yeah, like after Shami came into India's bowling attack, yes, it has improved a lot. It has improved a lot. He is one of the bowlers that the batsmen used to fear.
Yes.
So now he's in a ferocious form, unpredictable, and he's in a ferocious form. And I think that today he might be the highest wicket taker.
Yes.
And one more point is there. The Paresh Mamre is helping out the Shami. He always seen gesturing the Paresh Mamre for a bald-headed man. He giving a good shape for him. That is the Paresh Mamre is the most contributed bowling coach for Shami.
Oh. As you see, the Calcuttans here, they are equally hooked to Shami and want to see how Shami performs this time. They believe and they are crossing their hands, and they are of this opinion that Shami will bring difference even in today's match.
So fans are hoping that Shami will again make a difference in this high-profile match also, the way he has performed in this tournament, and he's the leading wicket taker of this tournament. Thanks, Aniprathu, for giving a fan's view from Kolkata. And moving to the next story, Australia's road to Cricket World Cup final has been bumpy. Their beginning was sluggish as they lost 2 matches on trot, but 5-time world champions bounced back, taking down opponents on their way to the title encounter. Here is the recap of their journey in the marquee tournament.
Into the final of the ICC Cricket World Cup for the record 8th time. Aussies edged out South Africa in a low-scoring thriller by 3 wickets in India's eastern city of Kolkata. Now they have set up the summit clash with India on Sunday. In this edition, the 5-time champion got off to a shaky start as they suffered back-to-back defeats against India and South Africa. They quickly bounced back as they trounced Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Netherlands, New Zealand, England, Afghanistan and Bangladesh in a row. David Warner, Mitchell Marsh, Glenn Maxwell and Travers Head are in prime form. Not to forget Maxwell's single-handed mammoth, record-shattering and match-winning knock against Afghanistan, along with Marsh's 173 against Bangladesh, have been a treat for the fans. Among the bowlers, Adam Zampa leads the pack with 22 scalps, but Mitchell Starc, Pat Cummins and Josh Hazlewood have made valuable contributions. The Australia's tryst with the World Cup finals began in 1975. In the inaugural edition, West Indies got better of them. In 1987, Australia trounced England. In 1996, Sri Lanka came up trumps. After that, Australia's domination of world cricket began as they clinched the trophy in 1999, 2003, and 2007. In 2015, they again lifted the holy grail of cricket. Come Sunday, fans would hope for a scintillating title clash.
We are going for a short break here, but still to come on this special edition of A Shot at Glory. The city of Ahmedabad is rejoiced with thrill and excitement as the city is hosting the World Cup finale.
And the Surya Kiran acrobatic team of the Indian Air Force will perform an air show ahead of the final match of the Cricket World Cup.
Welcome to a happy place. To nature's warm embrace. Witness the fruits of hard work and protectors of Mother Earth. Unique in every way. Discover something new every day. A small state with big ambitions. And a bigger heart. Mizoram welcomes to love, laughter, and celebrations.
So welcome back after the short break to a mega coverage of Shot at Glory ICC Cricket World Cup final between the two heavyweights, India and Australia.
Well, for the very first time, 9 Hawks from the Indian Air Force's aerobatic team, Surya Kiran, will enthrall the fans with a vertical air show over Narendra Modi Stadium in sync with music that pays tribute to the new India. The flights will take off from the Ahmedabad airport.
Mohammad Shami has revolutionized the art of pace bowling in the latest ICC Cricket World Cup. His exceptional skills were showcased with remarkable 7-wicket performance against New Zealand, solidifying his ODI prowess. He has cemented his place as the new Sultan of Seam. Watch this special report by our correspondent Tapas Bhattacharya from Ahmedabad.
In cricketing world, there is a new Sultan of Seam, Mohammad Shami, the man who has redefined the art of pace bowling in this edition of ICC Cricket World Cup. His unparalleled artistry on the field is exemplified by a remarkable feat, a 7-wicket haul against New Zealand, providing undeniable proof of his prowess in the ODIs. Denied a place in the first 4 matches, he has zoomed to the top of the bowling chart with 23 wickets in 6 games. It's difficult to tame him once he gets to the wicket-taking mode. Shami's secret weapon lies in the subtlety of his craft. A symphony of skill unfolds as he executes a fluent run-up, a gradual acceleration, and a timely jump.
the essence of his impeccable action. What sets Shami apart is not just the seam position but the thinking bowler's mindset. With the precision of a surgeon, he consistently attacks the stumps, leaving batters grappling with the dilemma of taking calculated risks. Shami's accuracy, vividly illustrated by his enthralling battle against Ben Stokes, is a spectacle that keeps fans on the edge. As India aims to quench their ICC trophy thirst, all eyes will be on Shami, the maestro with the straightest seam and mind tuned for victory. The stage is set, the Sultan of Seam poised for glory. Will this be the performance that etched India's name in the annals of cricket history? The journey unfolds and the world watches in awe. With Tapas in Jayashankar, this is Tapas Bhattacharya from the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad.
So after a Shami semi-final, the viewers and the fans are all set to witness a Shami final. And Abhishek Mahajan now joins us from Amroha, where Shami belongs. And I'm also joined by Mr. Noel David, the expert of the day. First of all, Abhishek, going across to you, how the fans are celebrating there at the hometown of Shami for his super performance. The 7-wicket haul has been etched in the books of history. Abhishek.
Absolutely, Deepika. I mean, first of all, I want to show the village from where Mohammad Shami belongs. So this is the village where Mohammad Shami was born and brought up. Preparations are in full swing. Screen has also been put. I mean, there are a lot of people gathered here at Mohammad Shami's village, and they all, I mean, people who are standing beside me, they all have, most of them have played cricket with Mohammad Shami, and I have with me someone who has captained Mohammad Shami's team here in this district. Mr. Pasha is with us. क्या कहना चाहेंगे? आपने कप्तानी की है मोहम्मद शमी की टीम की. क्या मोहम्मद शमी को अलग बनाता है?
मोहम्मद शमी जब हमारे साथ खेले करे थे तो उनके अंदर एक अलग टैलेंट था. जब वो क्या नाम है बॉलिंग करे करे थे तो इलाके के लोग उनकी बॉलिंग को देखने के लिए आए करे थे, और जब वो बॉलिंग करे करे थे तो फील्डर उनसे डरता था. क्या नहीं कि बॉलर जो क्या नाम है बैट्समैन जो है उनसे डरता था, और जो इसी तरीके से वो एकदम उभरते चले गए. जब उनकी बॉलिंग में इतना टैलेंट था तो वो जो है जब बॉलिंग करे करे थे तो बैट्समैन डरता था, और अच्छी बॉलिंग करके उन्होंने ये आज मुकाम हासिल करा है. लेकिन लोगों की उनके गांव से उनकी क्या नाम है गांव के लोग उनका सहयोग करे करे थे. बहुत लोग यहाँ से टिलारी जाया करे थी मैच देखने के लिए मैच, और वहाँ काफ़ी अच्छा उनका प्रमोशन यानी कि अच्छी उनकी क्या नाम है हौसला अफजाई करे करे थे.
Because right from his young days he has been very scary as a bowler, and there's a farmhouse also beside me. I mean just 2 kilometers away where he practices, and we all know he was practicing during the time of COVID. He was practicing at his farmhouse. There are practicing pitches are also here. But you have also played cricket with Mohammad Shami. आपने खेली है क्रिकेट उनके साथ, क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
सर हमने तो आज तक खेले ही नहीं है, पर हमने देखा है शमी खेलते हुए देखा. हम छोटे थे तो शमी भाई अच्छा खेलते थे और बहुत बढ़िया गेंदबाजी करते थे वो. और
आते हैं यहाँ पर जब गांव में सबसे मिलते हैं.
हाँ, वो जैसे आप आम आदमी की तरह मिलते हैं, सबसे मिलते हैं, वो बहुत अच्छे हैं. और
क्या कहते हैं, एक प्रेरणा है वो सबके लिए. इस गांव से वो निकले हैं, आप सभी लोगों के लिए बहुत बड़ी प्रेरणा है कि जो गेंदबाजी के गुर हैं वो सिखाते होंगे और बताते होंगे कि आप छोटे से गांव से भी आते हैं, लेकिन आप अगर चाहें सपने बड़े हैं तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, ये तो है. और जब आते हैं तो बच्चों को टिप्स भी देते हैं और बताते हैं, और अच्छे गुण हैं उनके पास और सब काबिलियत है, और बच्चे उनके आसपास सब जाते हैं, आस पड़ोसी भी जाते हैं देखने के लिए, और अच्छी बॉलिंग करते हैं.
मुझे लगता है कि अभी 23 विकेट ले चुके हैं 6 मैचों में. इस तरह का प्रदर्शन ऑस्ट्रेलिया के खिलाफ भी फाइनल में जारी रहेगा.
हाँ, ऐसे जारी रहेगा, इंशाल्लाह ऐसे जारी रहेगा.
कैसे चेयर करना चाहेंगे अपनी भारतीय टीम के लिए और खासकर मोहम्मद शमी के लिए, कैसे चेयर करोगे?
हम ये चाहते हैं कि मोहम्मद शमी ने अब तक जिस तरीके से विकेट लिए हैं, पहले उन्होंने 5 लिए, फिर 5 लिए, फिर 4 लिए, फिर 7 लिए. हम ये चाहते हैं कि इससे अच्छा करके दिखाएं. तो मोहम्मद शमी जब आप यहाँ क्या नाम है फाइनल जीत के जब आएंगे तो हम इंशाअल्लाह अल्लाह ने चाहा तो उनका और इससे ज़्यादा बड़ा स्वागत करेंगे. सैंसपुर नगर में आएंगे और क्या नाम है पूरी इंडिया का नाम पूरी दुनिया में रोशन करें और अच्छे से अच्छा खेल कर दिखाएं.
आप कह रहे हैं ये दिल मांगे मोर. दीपिका नारायण, these people are all excited and they think that not only 7 wickets he'll surpass those 7 wickets, and what a sensational performance by Mohammad Shami in the tournament so far, and all these people are hoping that he'll do fantastically well. He'll perform the same way like he has been performing in the entire tournament.
So the people of Mohammad Shami's village are just hoping that he will continue the momentum that he has gained and he will take more wickets in the final. Also, we are also joined by our expert Noel David. David, a very warm welcome to a special program on the World Cup, a shot at glory. And as you are well familiar, you have also joined us in the previous show also. And if we talk about this particular match, it's a big match. A person, any cricket fan, any expert, all are excited about this match. Is it the cricket classico, or it is we can say the heavyweight clash, or a high voltage clash, or an epic clash? How you are going to define this match?
I would say it's a high voltage game because both are big teams with a lot of experience behind them. Let's not forget the Aussies have won 5. We are on the verge to win 3. So, you know, it's going to be a very interesting game. Both the teams will be looking forward, you know, to snatch the cup from India will be trying to snatch the cup from the Aussies. Aussies will be trying the same thing. But what I feel is that, you know, India has a slight edge over the Aussies because we are playing at the home ground. We have the power-packed stadium behind us. We have people outside the stadium praying for our team. All the citizens of our country will be glued to the TV, looking, praying, doing puja, going to church, going to the mosque. Everyone will be active and waiting till the night to do the main Diwali fireworks will be on after we will lift the trophy. So we all will be keen to looking forward to this game.
Thank you, Mr. David. Now also let's go across to Abhishek. Abhishek, you are there in Amroha and we can see the excitement there among the people and how they are cheering up for Shami especially. Now, considering the 7-wicket haul which you just talked about, Shami remains a hero indeed and irrespective. How are the people over there and how are the people and his neighbors especially are planning to welcome Shami back home irrespective of the results, whatever goes today?
Oh, absolutely, Deepika. They all are very excited. I mean, all are in readiness to witness India's match against Australia, the World Cup final. And we spoke to Mohammad Shami's mother also a while ago. She couldn't come on the camera because she isn't well. But yes, she's saying that Mera Ashirwad Mohammad Shami ke saath hai. That she said that my blessings are with Mohammad Shami, and like you said, I mean, how they plan to welcome Mohammad Shami after an exceptional performance in the World Cup. कैसे स्वागत करना चाहेंगे जब मोहम्मद शमी आएंगे यहाँ पर ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस के?
जब मोहम्मद शमी यहाँ पे आएंगे तो उनका बिल्कुल उत्साह, मतलब उत्सव जैसे मनाया जाता है वैसे पूरा अमरोहा जिला उनका उत्सव मनाएगा। उनका दीदार करने के लिए हम लोग खड़े हैं और मुझे लगता है कि आज 100% हम वर्ल्ड कप जीतेंगे।
आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? जिस तरह का प्रदर्शन मोहम्मद शमी का रहा है, जिस तरह का प्रदर्शन भारतीय टीम का रहा है, वही प्रदर्शन जारी रहेगा और ऑस्ट्रेलिया को हरा देंगे?
भैया हमारी दुआ है इंशाल्लाह कि भारत जीतना चाहिए। जब भारत जीतेगा तो इंशाल्लाह शमी की भी प्रोग्रेस बढ़ेगी, शमी का भी नाम होगा। इसलिए हमें सब लोगों को दुआ है, जितने भी हम लोग हैं यहाँ, मैं पास के गाँव का हूँ, इंशाल्लाह अल्लाह हमें हमारी टीम को भारत को जिता दे तो हमारे शमी का भी नाम होगा, तभी हमारा सब कुछ होगा। जब हम हार जाएंगे तो कुछ भी नहीं होगा।
लेकिन आप सभी ने मोहम्मद शमी को बड़ा होते देखा है, किस तरह का स्वभाव उनका रहा है? हमेशा ऐसा लगता था कि क्या वो देश के लिए क्रिकेट खेलेंगे?
वो एक सिंपल लिविंग हाई थिंकिंग वाले व्यक्ति थे, सादा जीवन उच्च विचार वाला व्यक्ति थे, बहुत सीधे साधे और बहुत अच्छे घर से बिलोंग करने वाले थे। लेकिन उनके पापा भी हमें जानते थे, उनके चाचा भी हमें जानते थे, वो भले ही लोग थे। उनके पापा प्रधान रहे। उसके बाद शमी एक पैंती कला गाँव हमारा पास में ही गाँव है गोसपुर में, वहाँ वो खेलते थे ज़्यादातर लड़कों के साथ, एक देहाती पिचों पर खेलते थे शमी, समझ के एक अच्छे स्वभाव के थे। अल्लाह ने
काल में भी जो उनका फार्म हाउस जो उन्होंने लिया था वहीं पे प्रैक्टिस करते थे लगातार।
हाँ, वो अपने हसीब भाई के साथ, उनके हसीब भाई का एक लड़का है उसके साथ उसे भी प्रैक्टिस कराते थे। और स्वयं
मतलब उनके बड़े भाई
हैं उनके हसीब भाई, वो उनके लड़के को भी प्रैक्टिस कराते थे वहाँ पर ही फार्म लेकर के, फार्म में अपने। जी
क्या मोहम्मद शमी को, जैसे मैंने पहले कहा आपसे कि एक बहुत बड़ा इंस्पिरेशन है, एक बहुत बड़ा प्रेरणा स्रोत है मोहम्मद शमी आप सभी के लिए, कभी मिलते हैं तो ये बच्चे हैं काफ़ी, क्या कुछ कहते हैं?
देखिए यहाँ अमरोहा ज़िले में बहुत सारे लोग शमी बनने वाले हैं और मैं समझता हूं कि ये सम्मी की प्रेरणा लेकर यहाँ का हर युवा क्रिकेट खेलना चाहता है। और ऐसे जैसे वर्ल्ड कप में सम्मी जी ने 4 विकेट लिए, ऐसे वो मुझे लगता है कि इस बार जो अब वर्ल्ड कप होने वाला है, मतलब हमारा मुकाबला ऑस्ट्रेलिया से होने वाला है, हम 7 विकेट लेने की उम्मीद है और 100% मैं पुनः कह रहा हूँ कि हम वर्ल्ड कप जीतेंगे।
कैसे सेलिब्रेट करेंगे? इंडिया जीतेगा?
बिल्कुल उत्सव के रूप में करेंगे, बिल्कुल जैसे
स्क्रीन लगी है यहाँ पर, सब बैठ के एक साथ मैच देखेंगे, रात तक यहीं रहने
देखेंगे। जश्न के रूप में ढोल नगाड़े मिठाई सबकी तैयारी है, जश्न पूरा हम मनाएंगे उत्सव के रूप में, दीपावली के तरह हम इस वर्ल्ड कप को उत्सव बनाने वाले हैं।
Absolutely. Deepika and Narayan, like they are saying, it's extended Diwali if India managed to win, if India defeat Australia in the finals. They all are excited and very confident that India is winning the World Cup.
Thanks, Abhishek, for giving the views of the people from Mohammad Shami's village. And Mohammad Shami is inspiring the people of Amroha, and nothing can be bigger than this when a legend, sportsperson inspires the young and budding cricketers. So we are also joined by our correspondent, Tapas Bhattacharya. He is joining us from Ahmedabad. Tapas is continuously covering this mega event, the mega coverage we are also covering. So Tapas, you have witnessed this World Cup, you have covered this World Cup. Throughout the World Cup, we saw multiple records were made by every team, even Indian batsmen, Indian bowlers created many records. So what are the milestones and records are approaching out of this mega tournament?
Well, it's basically, whenever you talk about records, you talk about cricket, records are meant to be broken. So we have seen Virat Kohli going ahead, one by one, equaling first Sachin Tendulkar, his idol's record, then breaking it. And, we've seen how Mohammad Shami was, Abhishek was at his place. We spoke about the fact how Mohammad Shami has been a vital cog in this particular Indian side. Remember, he was not part of the initial side, but now that he has been included in the side after the injury of Hardik Pandya, he has blossomed and he has started playing. He's taken the lead role of in India's bowling attack. In fact, with Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Shami both at the starting off and making life difficult, with Mohammad Shiraz also doing playing his role as a third seamer. So all a team become you win the World Cup based out of a team. And this particular team has shown, this Indian team has shown that if there is one team that deserves to lift the World Cup, it is this Indian team. They have 10 match unbeaten streak. Australia coming into the final with the 8-match unbeaten streak, and they lost the first match against India. And the script is very similar to one in 2003. Remember, even that time also. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Tapas,
hello?
go on.
Continue.
Hello? Am I audible? Narayan, am I audible?
Yes. You continue, Tapas. Yes.
Right. So there is a airy similarity with yes, there is a airy similarity with how India and the way Indian team has been playing. In fact, 2003 the script was similar, almost similar. In the final, India lost to Australia, and even in the same tournament, India lost the first match in the group stage to Australia. So if you take the same script in this to 2023 tournament, 20 years later, you realize that Australia were defeated in the first match. They bounced back and made it to the final, and guess who they turned up, they face in the final? India. So it is up to India now to take the momentum forward. They have a 10-match winning streak. They want to take it to 11-match winning streak. And, we have to give credit to 2-3 people out here, Narayan and Deepika. Both needs to be given due respect. First, Rohit Sharma, his captaincy has been a major revelation in this whole tournament, and the cool and calmness of Rahul Dravid as the coach. These two gentlemen have actually when 2 years back in the World T20, Abhishek was there. After that, when the whole thing started, they lost the World T20. Apart from the one match against Pakistan, they didn't look like a team that can win a World T20. T20. Before that also we have seen some of the matches they were not performing up to the standards. In the World Test Championship also we saw that they are working on rebuilding the team, and the template they have given, both the captain as well as the coach, the template they have given is to go out and express themselves. The intent is what matters, and that is what we have seen in this particular World Cup. Every single player, player in this particular team, be it Shubman Gill at the top, Rohit Sharma himself, he came out, he showed to the world that I can go out and I can score runs quickly. Remember the earlier tournament, it was very different. They used to take time in the first 5 overs, but they changed the whole template in this particular World Cup. Then you take care of. Then you have Virat Kohli, who anchor sheet plays the role of anchor sheet in this particular team, and then you have the KL Rahul, the Shreyas Iyer, the stroke makers who have actually expressed themselves in this particular tournament. Now, again, go back to the team bowling department. Kuldeep Yadav was struggling, but he was given the chance that you go ahead, you express yourself, you play well. We will give you the chance to perform. So that is exactly what has happened. All the bowling team members, they have done exceptionally well. Be it Ravindra Jadeja, there was a time when people thought that his ODI career is over. He has bounced back. Same with Kuldeep Yadav. Same with Mohammad Shiraz. A lot of people said, does he deserve a chance in the playing 11? He has shown that. Shreyas Iyer, you have to give credit to Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul. I want to bring both these players because KL Rahul, before this particular tournament started, a lot of people made memes in social media. He was ostracized in social media. But the way he has shown that he is a true team man, he made sure that he got a chance in the wicket-keeping position. And then the way he played some of the innings in this tournament was absolutely exceptional. Same with Shreyas Iyer. In the last 3-4 matches, he has actually come on his own. But before that, a lot of people actually asked question. A lot of sports journalists also asked question whether Shreyas Iyer deserves his place in the team.
The growing sea of blue behind you. The fans are coming there outside the stadium in large number. We will talk about that. But before that, let's get a very quick look at a very amazing visuals. As last night, Puja was performed at Dashwamesh Ghat in Varanasi, praying for the victory of Team India in the finals against Australia.
So this shows that the divine power is also with India, the way people are praying for their win in this mega event. And in the view of the extra rush ahead of the ICC Cricket World Cup final, 11 special Vande Bharat trains departed from India's Mumbai to Ahmedabad. The decision has been taken by Central Railways to provide ease to the general public ahead of the final match.
All right, now let's go across to Mr. David Noel. Mr. Noel, when we talk about the Super Clash, we are just very close to the toss update now. Another 10 minutes and we would have the toss results in our hand. But before going into this very important clash, it is indeed not a one-sided game. Australia are 5-time champions. And not only this, 5 of the Australian players of this current squad, they have faced the 2015 World Cup finale and they lifted the trophy as well. Whereas if you talk about the India squad, Virat Kohli is the only player who played in the 2011 World Cup. Ravichandran Ashwin was there, but he was not in the playing 11 on that day. What do you think of the Super Clash? What are the key areas which Team India needs to be careful of today?
As I said, Australians are a very experienced team. They have 5 trophies behind them. Where India has to look is, be positive. Go with the same approach what you've been doing this 10 games. Do not change your game plan. Stick to what you're doing the best. If you want to attack, take the attack to the opposition. And what Shami and Siraj are doing along with Bumrah, keep doing that. I know Shami. What I was saying, about Shami is this thing. He's been a revolution to the Indian team. it's a blessing in disguise, with Hardik Pandya being injured and Shami replacing. So everything is working towards the Indian team. And I just pray that, they keep this memento, they keep this thing going at the same pace what they're doing. And the only thing I'm worried as a cricketer is that, the one person I'm worried about is Steve Smith. He's a big match player. If he comes into form, it'll be a dangerous situation for us because he can take away with the game from us. So we'll have to look into Steve Smith, get rid of him quickly and put the pressures on others, because we all know that, on a slow track, if we bat first and put the opposition in the second inning, it will be quite a lot for the Australians.
So we are also joined by Tapas. He is in Ahmedabad to cover this match. Tapas, if we talk about, as you mentioned, that our team India was struggling in the past. They were struggling in the various knockout stages of this World Cup, and also our players like the question was posed over Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli that they can't play the left arm pacers. Also, there were question marks over the fitness of Jasprit Bumrah, KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer. But now everything is looking that they are firing in unison. So what's the reason you find behind these, we can say, the changes in the Indian team and their performance all are playing up to the mark? And what's the reason you find behind this change?
Okay, so there is no one reason. There are multiple reasons why Indian team is doing so well that they are currently playing. You mentioned the fact that they have lost out in the crucial encounters in the past, but this particular team has shown that they are changing the template. They want to change the way the game is played, especially the 50-over game, and one believes that the same template will be taken into consideration for the T20 as well. Remember, next year the World T20 will be taking place in United States, so they will be changing the template for that. No, given the fact there was a lot of changes and chopping and changes happening in the team management earlier, especially in the earlier team management. So what was happening is that the team, a single team member were like not sure what exactly is their role and what are they supposed to do. What Rahul Dravid has done is to give each and every player exactly, he communicated to each and every player that this is what you have to do, this is what we require from you, and we are willing to give you a long run if we believe that you have the potential and you can deliver for us. So that's one of the reasons why you see even Ishan Kishan, who has scored a double century, is finding himself difficult to come in this particular lineup, because he has been told that even if you are fit, even if you have scored a double century, but we are looking at a person with certain abilities to deliver this kind of role, and that is where KL Rahul comes into. The same with Shreyas Iyer. And as I mentioned, a lot of people spoke about the fact that he has a problem with short ball. Does he warrant a place in this particular lineup? But the team management has given that point that you stay there, you give us this, we are willing to give you this much of run, this much of matches, and you deliver for us. Same with Shubman Gill. You imagine the guy was down and out. He was not well, and he had a talk with Yuvraj Singh. He said that I played the World Cup with cancer. Why can't you get up and play? And you see him coming out and playing those audacious stroke at the start of the inning. So each and every person is proud of their role and they want to play for the country. There's nothing more important, passionate, and proud to play for your country and wear that India jersey on your sleeve. The tricolor. If you wear that, there's nothing more important than that. And you are playing for 1.4 billion people. Just to give you an idea, just give you slight idea, Narayan and Deepika, look at this stadium. This is the iconic Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Sports Enclave, Narendra Modi Stadium. This stadium is the largest cricket stadium in the world, and you see the blue, sea of blue that is currently there. And from anywhere you see, 2 kilometer anywhere you see, you will find blue and blue and blue. The kind of support that the Indian fans have shown, have given love to the team management team, it augurs well. And again, you have to say the way the captaincy was changed. A lot of people spoke about the fact that there must be a disharmony, discord between Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. But they both of them have put those rumors, finished those rumors, and has actually gone ahead with their work. In fact, both of them have given credit to each other to change the way they play. Rohit Sharma has many a times in the press conference has said that Virat Kohli is the key man. He is the talismanic player in this particular team. In this particular team, and so is Virat Kohli has said that there is nobody better than Rohit Sharma. So the kind of camaraderie that these two have shown towards each other augurs well for the team, and that is actually coming out very well at the top of the in the batting order also.
Taposh, when we talk about camaraderie, support becomes very important, and we are seeing in the amazing visuals that the sea of blue is getting even deeper. Now, this reminds me of Sachin Tendulkar's words right after winning the 2011 World Cup, when he said that when India win a World Cup, the scenes are unprecedented, never seen before scenes, and similar scenes we are witnessing today right behind you, where fans are just growing in numbers.
Oh yes, I can't tell you. There is not a you can't put your foot down in the road. It's jam-packed. It's people coming in from US, New Zealand, Australia. You name any single corner of the globe, they are coming from everywhere, and they want to be part of this history in the making. And that's one reason why the Indian. There's always going to be pressure on Indian team whenever they are playing in India, and that too World Cup, that too World Cup final, that too against Australia. But this team is public, this Indian fans are actually backing their team. They know that they have a chance to etch their name in history. These Indian fans also know that if they can make it to this particular stadium, as I mentioned, 130,000. If you can be there, you can tell your children, your grandchildren that when the World Cup happened, when India lifted that coveted trophy, I was there. So these are moments that you cherish for the rest of your life, and that is one reason why you see people coming in, thronging this place from every nook and corner of the country, every nook and corner of the globe. And why not? The way the Indian team is playing, it's absolutely amazing. Crowds are going bonkers, the fans are going bonkers, and one hope that the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023 final live up to its billing. Deepika.
So this World Cup we can say that one of the finest World Cup, the way the most successful teams in the World Cup history are here. We are also joined by Noel David. David, if we take a look at the just seen around the Narendra Modi Stadium, it is a blue sea. A plethora of fans are there, and we know that the capacity is around 130,000. And also in the pre-match press conference, the captain of the Australian team, Pat Cummins, said that he would be interested in silencing that crowd. And that India has a formidable batting lineup and also a fiery bowling lineup. Do you think that the big words from the Australian captain, Pat Cummins, may backfire?
Yeah, let's not forget, World Cup comes, once in 4 years, and we are very passionate about our cricket. That's why we see at the background, the massive crowd wearing on a Pride Indian T-shirt. That's why it's full of blue color and people wearing it. Let's not must remind Pat Cummins that not to forget our Indian crowd, how they get behind our cricketers. So silencing our crowd is not possible at all. They can be very, very, very loud. They can be very cheerful towards their home team. And everyone will be looking forward to it, and they will be behind each and every player of the Aussies.
Indeed, Mr. David, and when we talk about this crowd and when we talk about silencing them, this also reminds me of the moment when Mitchell Starc, he dropped a catch of Virat Kohli earlier in the league stage, and today he would be really very careful of this thing, because whatever any such incident, if that happens today, the crowd would go wild.
if that repeats, then the crowd will not keep quiet. They will start booing. I mean, Mitch Mars. They will be behind him and not even before. They will be behind him from the start itself. They will remind him about that catch. They will tell him, you remember that catch you dropped of Virat Kohli. They will be behind him. They will be behind Pat Cummins because Pat Cummins' statement will be ringing in their ears. What did you tell us? What did you tell the crowd? You can't silence us. We are here. We are here to cheer the Indian team. We are here to protect our cricketers from anything. We will see to that. We will cheer them and we'll see that India lifts the trophy.
So the way Indian team is playing in this World Cup, we are hoping that they will lift this World Cup with 10 wins on trot. We are also joined by Tapas, who is covering this World Cup final in Ahmedabad. Tapas, as you mentioned that there was a lot of problem with our players, the way Mohammad Shami before the tournament was a different bowler as he came. You also filed a special report on it. Also, you talked about Shreyas Iyer. You said that there was difficulty. He was not able to play the pull shot properly, and because of that, he was not in that mojo right now we are witnessing. So what kind of technical changes he made in his batting?
Well, Shreyas actually went back in his batting approach. He realizes that he is a compulsive puller. He is a compulsive hooker. So there is no doubt that he fancies himself as somebody who can play the shot as well as anybody else. But he has been told that probably in the right at the beginning of his innings, it is not a prudent shot to play, and thus he tried to control that at the start of the innings. So what happens is that when you are coming into the innings the first time, and if you are playing a stroke which you're not that confident about, especially the pull shot or the hook shot, there is a tendency that you might not be able to match it as well as you are supposed to do. But as one mentioned that you learn from your mistake. He realizes the fact that if you stay there in the crease for less 5-10 minutes in the first 10 minutes, you will be able to.
All right, and now we have a breaking. Australia, they have won the toss in the ICC grand finale of India versus Australia that is currently underway at the iconic Narendra Modi Stadium. So the toss update is that Australia, they have won the toss. What have they elected? That we will also get you an update on. But now going back to Taposh, let's quickly understand the importance of winning the toss. Taposh, coming back to you, Australia have won the toss. What is the importance of this toss? Because we heard Rohit Sharma saying that toss is not that important. However, Australia have chosen to field first, Taposh. So what is your take on this toss, Australia winning it and choosing to field first?
Australia has decided to field. Apparently, that is the news that I'm getting. Australia has won the toss and they have decided to field first. We will. It will take some time for us to understand the playing 11, exactly what kind of playing 11 Australia and India have both got. We will be getting the team sheet very soon. But I can tell you that it's a good toss to lose for Team India. They it's prudent, and probably if you in the final you want to win the toss and you want to and you want to bat first. Interestingly, Deepika, this is another twist in the script. 2003, India won the toss and they told Australia to bat first. How about that? Do you believe that there is karma? It's coming back, because if that is the case, 20 years later, same script is currently being followed. Whether Shubman Gill or Rohit Sharma come up to the party or Virat Kohli scores a century. Remember, Virat Kohli plays in the same position as Ricky Ponting. Ricky Ponting at that year scored 140 and Adam Gilchrist scored 50 odd runs. So one believes that if they are following the script the way they are, we might see another cracker of a contest and a cracker of a innings from Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, or for that matter, Shubman Gill.
So here Tapas is saying that we can witness a cracker of an inning from Virat Kohli and captain Rohit Sharma here. David, as India is batting first as Australia won the toss and they decided to bowl first. And the pitch is looking dry. And do you think that after winning the toss, the Australia decided to field first? In a match like final, do you think batting first is always a good thing? You put a good score on the board and put the opposition on back foot?
I agree with Tapas, what Tapas just told, losing the toss is a good sign for us because they put us into bat. And I will tell you, guarantee you that Pat Cummins will regret for this, to be honest, because Tapas rightly said, people will love to bat on a crucial event like this, especially in a World Cup. And if as you said, the wicket is dry, that will be a plus advantage for us because we got two good spinners along with us in the team. Jadeja has always been a dangerous bowler against the Aussies. Anything about 330, 350 will be a great score. But even if the wicket is a bit slow, not coming onto the bat, I think anything 280, 290 or so will be a great score to defend against the Aussies.
So the way we can say that by India batting first is a good sign, and India, the way they have batted throughout the tournament and they have piled huge scores. Here again, we are hoping that India will again here score a big target for the Australian team. Thanks for gentlemen, both Noel David and Tapas Bhattacharya joining us and giving a perspective on this match.
Now, you could hear, as Tapas Bhattacharya was leaving this broadcast, you could hear the cheers of the fan because the Surya Kiran show is about to start over there.
Narayan, am I audible?
Yes, Tapas Bhattacharya continues to stay here with us. Tapas, what is the latest that we are getting for the viewers? This looks very exciting and sounds very roaring.
What a aero show by the Surya Kiran planes, Deepika. If you can see these planes, they are putting up quite a show. You see the 8 Surya Kiran planes showing their breathtaking maneuvers over the sky of Narendra Modi Stadium. They are here to give you the first glimpse of what to expect. The edge of thriller. This is going to be one hell of a match. And as Noel mentioned, that Australia will regret giving India the chance to bat first in this particular pitch. This is the visual of the Surya Kiran planes flying over the skyline of Ahmedabad, flying over the Narendra Modi Stadium. Deepika, what a thrill. What a performance by this Surya Kiran planes. They have put up a show that nobody can forget. Back to you, Deepika.
Thank you so much, Thapur, for bringing us those amazing and mesmerizing visuals outside the Narendra Modi Cricket Stadium. Now let's go back to the match statistics. Right now I'm joined by Mr. Rakesh Rao, who's a senior sports journalist, and Yogesh, our correspondent from Mumbai, also continues to stay with us. First of all, going to Mr. Rao, thank you so much for joining us here on this special broadcast, Mr. Rao. Now we have the toss update. Looks like that Australia are going to regret over this toss, but before going to that, let's understand that how important it is for Rohit Sharma to come on the pitch with all guns blazing. Mr. Rao.
See, first of all, let's understand why Australia has asked India to bat first. They also knew that if Rohit had won the toss, he would have probably elected to bat. Reason being, this is a knockout game. And it's usually, assumed that if you put the runs on the board, if you have sufficient runs on the board, that means enough for your, bowlers to put pressure on the opposition. That definitely helps in a knockout game. Now, and what happened in the semi-finals probably helped the Australians to decide that, all right, we can chase down, we can restrict the opposition if we can strike early, and then we can chase down, whatever. Now, the point here is, Rohit wouldn't complain at all. Rohit would have loved to put the runs on the board because this is what has worked for the last few games in succession. We have batted first, we have set targets, and our bowlers have done the job. So this is a very familiar kind of script. The template looks so familiar. So the point here is that Rohit wouldn't complain. And yes, it is important for Rohit to come good. But if you remember the match against Sri Lanka, Rohit was out second ball. First ball he hit for a fourth, second he was out. But thereafter what we saw was the second wicket partnership did the trick for India. Having said that, what I mean is since our batters are in fine nick, the idea would always be to just ensure that you don't leave it to the next batsman. If you have an opening stand of 150, 100 runs, let's not throw our wickets away. That's what I keep saying. I mean, a new batter will always take time to settle down. Why can't we just continue? That's what we have done repeatedly, we have lost wickets we have in fact traded wickets for quick runs. If you look at it objectively, let's forget that we are not looking at India. If you are a cricket lover, when you look at things, it's like Indians were given their opportunity to go and score, and they put the pressure up front by scoring up to 90 runs more than once in the first 10 overs. Now, obviously, Rohit would like to, he would like to come good, be it a World Cup final match or any other match. So that is an obvious thing. But looking at the enormity of this occasion, I mean, this is huge. This is a World Cup final. He knows that he's not going to lead India in the next World Cup. He won't be around probably in the next World Cup. But this is an opportunity. And then, see, the advantage that the Indian team has of being the host, that gets negated by the equal amount of pressure. That everybody expects India to win. The conversation is that we are winning, we are winning, we are winning. Of course, it's a positive thought. That's what you expect a country to do. But at the same time, how well the team takes the pressure. So toss was important to an extent, but if the Aussies, I again say, the Aussies have obviously got influenced by what they did in the semi-finals. Otherwise, I was just fearing that what if we lose the toss and if we are asked to chase? We are not bad chasers, but let's not forget this is a knockout game. Also I would like to just add one more thing here. Irrespective of the fact that India has won 10 out of 10 games in the World Cup, and before that, of course, a few in the Asia Cup also, in succession, I'm saying. But look at what happened to the Indian fans, Indian psyche, when New Zealand needed 180 runs in 18 overs. The asking rate were 10 overs, and our heartbeat it just kept increasing because you didn't have enough belief in your bowlers that they would give you the win. Just ask anybody. Let's just roll back the time and go back to 31 overs or 32 overs. That is where things really changed for India. And that is what I'm trying to say. We all want us to win. That is all fine. As long as the going is great, we love to see that. But the moment the Indian team comes under pressure, the fans lose heart. The Wankhede that day went quiet. They were silent. Now, that is a reflection of what kind of fans we are. So fans are fans. I mean, let's not get harsh with them. But the point here is that Indians would like to put the runs on the board and not face the pressure. 397 was a huge one. And this wicket is not a 397 wicket, in my view. This is not Wankhede. This is a huge ground. So you'll see a lot of ones and twos. But if you can get those big hits up front, like in the first 10 overs, we are normally getting 12 to 14 hits to the fence. That is out of 60 balls, every fourth ball is being sent out of the park.
So the first 10 overs will be crucial here for India, as we saw that.
Absolutely, very crucial, yes.
India has played...
Very crucial for India,
The way the power play game was the success of mantra for the Indian team in this World Cup. Let's take a look at the India's playing 11, although it is unchanged. Captain Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Suryakumar Yadav, Ravindra Jadeja, Mohammad Shami, Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, and Mohammad Siraj. So a very balanced team. So far they have just trashed their opponent. Now let's take a look at the playing 11 of the Australian team. Captained by Pat Cummins, Travis Head, David Warner, Mitchell Marsh, Stephen Smith, Marnus Labuschagne, Glenn Maxwell, Josh Inglis, Adam Zampa, Josh Hazlewood, and Mitchell Starc. So both the teams are looking very balanced, and you can see on your screen the Australian playing 11, which is unchanged. David Warner.
So this is the playing 11 that you can see. Now going back to Mr. Rao. Mr. Rao, now the actual game begins. Now the heat will intensify further. What would you and how would you define the battle between Kuldeep Yadav and Glenn Maxwell over here?
Well, that will be an interesting one, because Maxwell has lost his wicket to, spinners in the last few games. And last time also, I think it was Kuldeep who got him. So yeah, that will be interesting. But it also depends on how the surface is being prepared. And since we are bowling second, that should suit India. And of course, he is the one who straight away would like to attack a wrist spinner. And Kuldeep knows the way, like Maxwell loves to attack. He often goes for a switch hit pretty early in the innings. Sometimes it looks unnecessary, but then when he gets it right, it looks great. But that's how Maxwell plays. So yes, that will be an interesting one. But I would also like to just add one more thing. With India going unchanged in this particular match, which was largely expected, I would have still preferred to see
unchanged. It is announced.
Ashwin
India is
playing.
Unchanged.
That is what I'm saying. I know it's an unchanged one. I would have still loved to see R. Ashwin replacing Siraj in the playing 11 for two reasons. One, in the last few matches, Siraj is clearly losing his confidence. He's been hit badly. He struggles to get away. Not that he's a bad bowler. He hasn't become a bad bowler overnight. All I'm saying is it's a pressure game. And the presence of Ashwin would have definitely put some more pressure on the Australians because they respect him a lot. And if you recall, Ashwin played that first match against Australia when India won. And the presence of Ashwin itself would have given India some strength at number 8 if needed. So I think we could have had that option, but an unchanged playing 11 was largely expected.
So both the teams are unchanged here, and we also go across to a correspondent in Mumbai, where the fans are very excited. So Yogesh, what fans are expecting from this cracker of a contest, where we can say the two heavyweights of the world cricket, both the teams, one team is an unbeaten run of 10 matches, other is on an unbeaten run of 8 matches. So what are the expectations of fans here in Mumbai?
Hi Narayan, hi Deepika. You have rightly mentioned that two best teams, definitely when we are witnessing the match of two best teams, excitements are at the peak not only in Mumbai but also other parts of Maharashtra, basically in Nagpur where Rohit Sharma belongs to. So a lot of celebrations are happening at this point in time, not only in Kalina where I'm standing right now, but also Dadar and other places where big screens have been set up by the cricket fans so that the residential area, basically majority of people, they wanted to enjoy cricket together, sitting together. So this is also one of the essence of this sport. I would like to talk to some of the fans. ये बताइए क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन थे आज इंडिया का जो जिस तरीके का रिकॉर्ड रहा?
देखिए इंडिया ने 10 मैच जीता है और 140 करोड़ इंडियन का प्लेयर्स है इंडियन टीम के साथ। क्रिकेट जो है लोगों को जोड़ता है। आप देखेंगे आज संडे का दिन है, सब लोग बिजी है, बट सिर्फ क्रिकेट के कारण सारे लोग यहाँ जुड़ गए हैं। तो मुझे लगता है कि इंडिया आज जीतेगा और अपना तीसरा वर्ल्ड कप आज हमारी टीम अपने हाथ में लेगी।
ओके, एक बात बताइए, आप मैच देख रहे हैं, जो अगर आप खड़े हो जाएं तो हमारे ऑडियंस सही से देख पाएंगे, जिस तरीके से इंडिया चेज करती है, आपको लगता है कि जो डिसीजन लिया गया है ऑस्ट्रेलिया की तरफ से पहले बॉलिंग करने का, आपको लगता है कि वो डिसीजन फ्रूटफुल रहेगा?
वैसे भी रोहित को बैटिंग ही करनी की थी फर्स्ट। मैं हमारी सबकी प्रेयर है, पूरी इंडिया की प्रेयर है, उनके साथ में है हम लोग और हम चाहते हैं वी आर गोइंग टू बी बिहाइंड इंडिया की जीते और हमारी सबकी प्रेयर्स और सबकी दुआएं उनके साथ में हैं।
Okay. So also Narayan, some dhol tashas have also been organized at some place. So celebration will be at big, gradually we'll definitely see the clear picture how it emerges, because when the Kohli and also Rohit Sharma, how it starts going, that will be the main thing. And also it will be a bit difficult to decode the entire strategy of taking ball or taking bat the hand until unless power play we see actually what happens on the ground. So that is why we see the uncertainty, the game of uncertainty to the cricket. So it remains to be seen that
Yogesh,
how
power play
the performances
plays
work
a
on the
very
ground
important
today.
role over here. We continue to have Mr. Rao with us. Mr. Rao, when India goes for fielding, they really have to stop 3 players who are Warner, Marsh and Maxwell, because they've scored good numbers and quite a centuries too over there in this edition of Cricket World Cup. What do you think? What should be the perfect strategy to stop these 3 for Team India?
Deepika, I think in this game, let's not just look at 3. They will come, all 11 will be at you. Because the Australians are chasing, they bat deep. And as we saw in the last game, it was Stark and Cummins who finished the job. So, if India had to lose 7 wickets and if you were asked the last 4 wickets to add 20 runs, we'll struggle because our tail begins at number 8. And in terms of, bowling options also, we just have 5. So we are going with 5 specialist bowlers. I mean, of course, I'm also including Jadeja there, who bats, of course. But then overall, we have 4 bowlers, 4 specialist bowlers, and 7 guys who can bat. So when you go like that, and the opposition bats still number 11. So it's not just about stopping 3 guys, because if you don't put enough on the on the board, anyone, even if those 3 names which you've taken, if you get them out for ducks, they can still chase it down. So the point here is, this is a team which is playing the World Cup final. They know how to win it, and they are playing the final for the 8th time. So you respect the opposition for their tenacity. It's not the same members who played in the last World Cup in 2015, which they won, but let's not take anything away from the resilience of the Australians. And this will be a tough game. See, this is a pressure game. This is not about just which team is superior. It is only which team is superior on a given day. And from day one, I've been saying that if there is one team that can beat India, that is Australia. Even after when they lost the first 2 games, people said whether they'll be in the semi-finals. I maintained a very, very firm stand that, look, Australians are Australians. Don't write them off. They have lost only to South Africa and India, and the rest of the teams they're likely to beat. And that's exactly how it all, kind of unfolded. So with due respect to the Australians, I'm saying that let's not just pick 1 or 2 or 3 guys. When you put a total up on the board, let's not have a situation what we had against New Zealand, where even when they needed 10 runs and over, Rohit later admitted that, look, we were concerned. We were actually worried over there. So that is how weak our psyche is. As long as things are going well, we look very good. But moment we are put under pressure, the fans lose hope. Even the captain admits that, oh my God, 18 overs, 19 overs, 180 to get, and with 2 set guys there, anything could have happened. So that is exactly what I'm trying to say, that let's respect the opposition. Let's not read too much into what we have done so far, because those matches are gone. Today is a fresh day. Australians will come very hard at you because they know that up to 137,000 fans will be, there backing only one team. It's the most partisan crowd that these Aussies will ever see. And ever in their lifetime, they are not going to see a bigger stadium carrying bigger number of fans for one team, and that team is not Australia. So they will employ every trick in the book. That's a professional side. So don't underestimate Australia. If they have asked India to bat first, they have their plans, but then India too has its plans, and this is probably exactly what Indians wanted to do.
Rakesh, as you mentioned that how dangerous an Australian team is, they have the experience of playing. This is their 8th World Cup and they have won 5 World Cup, and we also know that give them an inch and they will take a mile from you. So what boxes India here needs to take to win this match?
Put the runs on the board. When I say you put the runs on the board, I mean give a challenging total. I mean, if this wicket is a 300 wicket, you score 300 wickets. I mean, if it requires 300 runs, it need not be a 350 sort of a pitch. It need not be a 380 pitch. But if it is 300, you put optimum runs on the board. Our attack, if it is good enough to contain a team for 260, 270, that is good enough. But play 50 overs. That's first thing. Don't get bowled out, because I've often seen that Indians begin to, just trade wickets for runs. That need not be feasible every single time. So far, it has worked for us. It is fine. But after what happened against New Zealand, that even after making 397, we were not sure of winning. Now, that's not a good sign. That is a reflection of how we think, including the captain, I'm saying, not just the fans. So this team needs to put enough on the board and then back its bowlers. Just back the bowlers. If Siraj gets hits, if he gets hit for 20 runs in an over, don't panic. And that is exactly, the fans need to think like how the players are going to think in the dressing room. Because fans have to back the team. They can't go quiet like what we saw against New Zealand the other day. The fans just went quiet. If you have, 137,000, it's like 137,000 people there, which is a huge crowd. You back the team.
True, true. The way you said that it's never easy an Australian side because they have a proven and tested side and they know how to handle the pressure and they also have the experience of playing the big matches, big World Cup matches. So thanks, Rakesh, for joining us and giving us perspective on this match and analyzing this World Cup finale.
Now the real match gets underway as Australia, they have won the toss and decided to field first. India is going to bat first. Let's see how Team India is going to perform. But millions and zillions of fans are there to support Team India. We'll keep bringing you all the latest from different parts of the world on how the fans are cheering for the ultimate clash between India and Australia at the finals of the ICC Cricket World Cup. So don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all the latest news and updates from Ahmedabad and the rest of the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now.